Welcome, Cancer. We're doing today, January 2021. We're doing a reading for dropping fear and doubt. I'm just finishing up shuffle. Please make sure that you subscribe. And then Carol, share, like, Facebook, Instagram. Understand that not everything will resonate here with you. If it doesn't, it's just not for you. If it does, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can come back, get notifications. Okay. Ready, ready, ready. 7-card spread. All right. Okay. Are you ready for your reading? Because I've been waiting. No. Okay. So the cards are speaking very fluidly. There's a flow. There's some air, earth, quite a bit of like that fire energy, passion, a little bit of attitude. All right, so for you, 6 of Wands is your energy. This is you. This is you as a pure Cancer. You have an energy of feeling like you've won something. You're almost like too proud to admit the truths that kind of swirl around you at the moment. And this is an attitude that's being given off, very fiery. Your refusal to get off kind of like your high horse, if you will, and to deal with yourself, really. Everybody else around you is dealing with themselves or you, and you're not. You feel superior. But if you let go of this inflation of ego, it will, if you don't, it will deter you from the truth path. And that's the path that you're supposed to be on, and you can't go on that path, really, if you're on a high horse or if you feel like you're better than everybody. I am so much better than you. You're such a loser. No, sir or ma'am. That statement is a loser. Yeah, so that's very fiery, very attitudey, pretty much kind of what I was assuming. This next card is denying. It is 8 of Pentacles. This is earthy. It's more or less about financials, physicals, self-worth. You're putting your humans on hold so that you can achieve more and more and more financially, or within your job, or within your business, really. So you can attend your job, but there's the cost of time with your humans. So you're putting your humans outside of things because obviously there's an issue there socially and connecting. So you're putting your humans on the outside of the circle, and the circle within the circle is you just, trying to succeed, trying to trying to be the best at whatever this is, and it's at the cost of your humans. So repairs, renewals, they're in much need. This will help you to find a way out of the ignorance, out of the thinking you don't need humans or you don't need connection. All right, so next card we have our King of Cups. This is our repressing energy. So energetically, where are we at? This is water. This is very fluid. It's very smooth. Wish, wash, the waves. Inhale, exhale. The flow of social any social circles or relationships is very much involved in this card. But you're repressing that, which we just kind of were talking about on the last card. You're not actually involving yourself in the circle that is around you that you're ignoring. And you're ignoring them because you don't like it. You don't trust it. You don't trust it. And that's fine and all, except for if you don't trust them, you don't trust you. So it's not fine. Yeah, you're very much repressing. You're repressing your people, kind of lost how to get into the connectedness or into any kind of relating to people in general. So you're losing touch with the connectedness. You're losing touch with relating to humans because you're a human. You're not superior to humans. You are a human. You are like, you're alike in many ways. So there's a huge suppressing of the social and relationships, and that by far is telling me trust issues with you. Next card. Oh, this is projection. So we've got the King of Wands in reverse for this. So we're projecting. When we're projecting, we're taking something that is inside of us and we're telling somebody else that it's something they do to us. So in this case, it is power. And when you project power, you actually make yourself really tiny. So you have made you're perceiving yourself as very small because you're allowing power to grab onto you and pull you around, even though you don't want to. But you allow it, so you make yourself tiny, a speck, micro. So when you're projecting that, that's what you're projecting. You don't have to. You could project not power, you're not power, you're not going to take this, you're not going to manhandle me, and you would be big. So it's all about trusting the other human. I just dropped these. It's all about the human and the trust and trusting in the human, but that starts with you. So there's a huge needing for work on the inside of you and making sure to not suppress the fact that you need to have connectedness, and do not project power. Keep that power. You don't let anybody take your power. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So that is that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and if you want to achieve these goals, like, you're really not going to be able to if you let somebody else take power from you. You will never achieve the goals that you have set out to achieve, because the people with the power are pulling you around. You don't even trust them. So how would you trust the fact that they are like, oh, this is wonderful, you have achieved your goal? Like, you ain't gonna trust that. Like, you don't take your reward and shove it. Okay. We're gonna go into our compensate. We got reverse Page of Cups. This has all to do with that self-value, being naive. You're compensating your sensitivities, you're compensating your needs, because you seem to be dealing with some type of energy around you that only deals with their own needs or their own worth. They don't fuck with yours. They don't care. All they care about is theirs. So you're actually compensating for that because you're staying with that energy. So you're around an energy that just isn't quite making you feel like you're on the path of truth for yourself. So that doesn't surprise me either, especially if you don't trust people. You ain't gonna be with somebody who is out for you too, who's, you know, there to support you or to be a backbone when you need to throw worries onto them. If you don't trust people, the ones, you know, that have a lot of trust or trusting, they're not going to be attracted to you. They're not going to be coming knocking. So you're around an energy that is very much taking what they want and moving on with it. So you might be seeing some sort of ending or situation arise from that. Overcoming doubt. We've got our reverse Lovers card. You manipulate relationships. Okay, so when you don't trust people, you again, being on that high horse and being superior, you literally are forcing yourself to have to manipulate people emotionally, tricking them into thinking that you actually trust and care, because the trust is not inside for you and it is not for them. So you cannot do this. You cannot love balanced harmony, peace. There's none of that until you really rip that veil off and say, hey, what do I got to do to get a social circle in here? What do I got to do to trust some people? You got to trust you. And you got a lot of work to do, because you're literally in the energy of overcoming some sort of doubt because of the fact you're not aware. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. So it's not simple. I don't like to say that. I shouldn't say that. In the scheme of things, it is going to collect with all of our other personal experiences or life lessons. So it is super important to be self-aware and to take the veil off and to be open to the idea that you are not all of that in a bag of chips. I haven't said that since the 90s, but it's true. So you need to allow yourself to not be all that in a bag of chips. You need to allow yourself to just be a soul. To be a human who's connected to other humans and trusting the support of it back and forth. Otherwise, you know, overcoming doubt is not a thing for you ever. It's just you're going to end up hurt in the situation. You need to become more aware of who you are. I mean, that's just kind of the bottom line of it. And it's just kind of where all the cards have been pushing and pulling. The moon, and you did have two arcana, major arcana cards, so that's a huge indication that whatever this is going to be a life moving thing, because we had more than one major arcana. So it's an indicating of scars that are going to be left behind from the transition. So you're going to transform from this if you do this. If you become really self-aware and you become trusting and you start gaining those social people back, you're going to start noticing all sorts of things change around you. Not only that, but this upside down Lovers card will turn right upside. You know, this will all work out in a different way if you just trust. But you have to work on that, and that is a daily thing. That is a minute-by-minute thing. But you are going to be making marks within your life path because of this kind of stuff. So the losing of the fear and the doubt is a huge ladder. It's a huge step up to you moving forward and transitioning in your life and gaining. No more deducting, you know? You got to add to it. All right, so this is our moon card. Intuition, it's a lot about intuition, emotions. You're very much blind right now to the truth. Your insecurities definitely are holding you back. I mean, it's time to be secure with you. And I know that's really easy to say, and there's days where we're not secure with ourselves. And there's days where I don't trust my intuition or my thinking. There's days when I don't trust you. But that's a human thing. I mean, we go back and forth, but it is practice, and it is something that you need to want. If you don't want it, you're not going to overcome it, and you're going to get bitter and old. That's bottom line. We don't have a whole lot of time, so you need to get on it. Get off your high horse and get onto the path of inner truth, inner reveal. You have a large sense of not belonging. These cards are hugely saying that. You're concerned with your safety and your surroundings. And the dark side of us naturally will reveal itself. and it's really heavy on you. You can feel it. To get away from the deception of the truth, you need to go into those deeper realms of dark. So when people say to see the light or do the things in light, it's wonderful, great. There's another side to things. There's a shadow side, and this is what we're dealing with, and is that deception, that non-trust, untruth. You have to be accepting of not only the light but the shadow, because the light is in the shadow and the shadow is in the light. So it is yin and yang. It is a balance. And if you don't fuck with both, you don't fuck with a one. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't fuck with my friend out, you don't fuck with me out. It's just a thing. Like it is. It's just like a peace sign. What if they took the black out of it? The color black, the shadow black. What would it be? Because they have the light, the white, the light part. That's all meaningful, all of it, and it goes together. It's a balance. Negative, positive, black and white, shadow, light, young, old, good, bad. Those are all things that you need to be respectful of. If you are respectful of the shadow side, the light side, you will find your truth. You will find some self-clarity. I really think that this is not going to be very far off. I think it's right there because, again, those two major arcana cards really make me think that maybe this is just kind of a transition that you're going through right at the moment. And we're hitting this reading right at that time. So, remember, if this resonates, subscribe. Even if it doesn't, subscribe, because you can always come back and check out another one. Try to get something from it though, because we all are the same. We will all go through something similar or the same, and we can all respect the fact that this shit happens all the time. We don't trust sometimes, and that's a thing, and that's not a good thing all the time. Unless they like one of those scary guys in the horror films, then yeah, don't trust it. But trust your gut, trust your instinct, and start listening to yourself and giving yourself advice. Start being bigger than the power you project. Be the human that you want the other humans to be. Connect with the humans. Stay with your social circle. Take care of your energies around you, the ones that deserve it, because there's something around you that doesn't. Not even that. It's just the energy in the human or the energy in the relationship, partnership. It's not for you. Okay, come back, like and share on Instagram and Facebook. And again, Hangman Tarot. I will see you next time. Thanks for coming, Cancer.